Welcome back everyone. In the last lecture, we have discussed about how do we integrate the unified CCX with Unified Communication Manager and also integrated our lab unified CCX server with Unified Communication Manager server with two nodes. And in this section, we are going to discuss about how do we manage the unified CCX and what are the different tools that are available for us to manage unified CCX. With that said, let me navigate over to the web browser. So here we are landed in the Unified CCX Administration web page, which can be accessible by pointing your browser to the IP address of the Unified CCX server /appadmin, which will take you to the Cisco UCCX Administration web page. Let me quickly log into this web page and I'll show you a few options we have here in its Unified CCX Administration web page. And at the end of last lecture, I hope you remember that we created an end user in Unified Communication Manager called UCCX Admin, which is basically an end user in Unified CCM, and we promoted that user as an administrator in Unified CCX, and we are using that credential to log into the Unified CCX Administration web page. We are logged into the Unified CCX Administration web page. You can go to Tools, User Management, and User View, or you can go to Administrator Capability View. Let me go over to the User View and click Search. You would find the username that we created at the end of last lecture. Let me click this. And here you can see this user that we created as an end user in Unified CM is promoted as an administrator by providing the capability of administrator. And you can provide multiple capabilities to the end user. And we have 4 different capabilities that are available. One is administrator, supervisor, reporting, and agent. I hope the administrator, supervisor, and agent are self-explanatory. The reporting capability is to log into the reporting client, such as historical reporting or CUIC, to generate reports or schedule reports. So this is all about this administration user, and we have few different options that are available in Unified CCX, and we will go over these options or these menus in the next lecture. And in this lecture, we'll try to visit the different administration options that are available for us to administer or manage the Unified CCX. The first one is the disaster recovery system, which provides option for administrator to configure backup devices and also do the schedule backup, and also provides option to restore the Unified CCX in case the server cannot be recovered from any situations. So here we have option to add the backup device, and you can either schedule the backup to take the regular backup either on daily basis or weekly or on monthly basis. And also you do have the option to do the manual backup, and here you can check the status about the backups. And restore wizard, which provides option for you to restore your backup to the Unified CCX. Say for example, if your server is down and it cannot be recovered, in that situation you can install the fresh Unified CCX and you can restore your backup to the server so that the server would be functional again. And this disaster recovery system is almost similar to the one which is available with the Unified Communication Manager. So let me take you to the next administration option which is available, which is Unified CCX Administrator. And we already logged into that, and we saw a few options are there. And we'll spend our next lecture and completely discuss about the different menus that are available with CCX administration. For now, let me navigate over to the next one, which is Cisco Desktop Administrator, which provides option for the administrator to configure the enterprise data and agent settings, such as setting the workflow groups and assign the recording settings or the monitoring settings. Also, you have option to integrate with the Unified Presence. We'll discuss more about this when we do the actual lab. And next one is Unified Serviceability and Unified CCX Serviceability, These are almost same, where you have option to configure the traces, alarms, and you also have an option to activate and deactivate the services. Whereas in the case of unified CCX serviceability, you have different options and it provides alarm message definition, and it is the one where you can see the core services that are running in unified CCX. Let me quickly navigate over to the unified CCX serviceability and let me show you a few options which are available for us. So here's the place where you can configure the alarm settings. And trace configuration, we can enable the trace levels for different logs. And tools, here you can find the control center network services. This is really important for us. You can see the different services that are available with unified CCX, which we would be mostly dealing with, and it provides option for us to see who is the master unified CCX and who is a standby. You can see this little M icon here, which indicates this is the master server, and we only have one node in the cluster, so obviously this is the master. In case if we have two servers in the cluster, you have option to go over to different server and see who is the master and standby or slave server in the cluster. The next one is the unified OS administration, which provides multiple options for the administrator. For example, it will enable us to patch the server or upgrade the server using the software upgrade option. And also it provides the TFTP file management, where you can upload your files to the UCCX server, which would be available for the UCCX TFTP server, which is natively available. And we have different show commands to verify the status of the cluster or verify the status of the system. And we have few options to configure the IP address of the server or to change the IP address mainly. Configure the NTP server settings, the SMTP related configurations, and also you have option to shut down or restart the system. And you have a few options, few services like test the connectivity to the devices or servers from here, and the remote support, which provides option for Cisco TAC to take root access to the unified CCX server. With that said, I'm going to stop this session for now, and I'll watch you in next section where we will discuss more about the unified CCX administration page, where we can do a lot of configurations like system parameters. We'll go over the different subsystems which are available for us, and we have a few wizards which helps to easily configure the resources and RMCM based settings and much more. With that said, thanks for watching.